Hi everyone, we're back at MongoDB World 2018, coming to you live from New York City. I'm Andrea Dooley, the Employer Brand Specialist at MongoDB, and right now, Joe Bonadies, he's a CAE, Corporate Account Executive with the Northeast Sales Team, and Alex Wakefield of Longbow Advantage both join me today to talk a bit about Longbow Advantage, how they're using MongoDB, and the relationship that they have with Joe as the sales rep. So both welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
How are you enjoying World so far?
Great.
Good?
Enjoying it a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
It's a great show.
Is this your first time?
This is my first time here, yep.
Joe, this is your first World as
well? It is, yeah. It's going very well. A lot of great customers.
Great. Okay, so to jump off, Alex, can you tell us a bit about Longbow Advantage? I know it's got a pretty cool history.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Longbow Advantage was founded in 2002 by our founder, Jerry Brady. Kind of spun it out of a distribution organization, doing complex kind of supply chain execution software implementations. So the whole goal was to how can we serve our customers better? And we did that for the better part of a decade, built up a really strong reputation, delivering warehouse, labor management solutions. And we, in 2013, started thinking about how do we actually put this in software based on the insights that we have and the data sets that are really complex. How do we think about taking something else to our customer base? So that sort of started the idea of Rebus, our solution, data and analytics, and it led us to some investigation and partnering with Mongo, and we could talk more about that. But
sure.
That's our new solution, is data and analytics and other data services on top of distribution data.
And Longbow is a family-owned business, is it not?
It is for the most part, yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
So we're headquartered up in Montreal, and Jerry Brady is the primary owner, is the founder and now chief innovator.
Awesome. So I know you had mentioned developing this app, the Rebus app.
Yep.
So I assume that's where MongoDB came into play. So Joe, if you could speak to that a bit, your introduction to Longbow and how this sort of relationship kind of came to blossom.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been working with the team for almost a year now. They were kind of in a place where they were using Mongo already, but wanted to take full advantage of running in the cloud. They had some big overarching business initiatives. They wanted to get the market faster. They wanted to transform the business, like Alex said, from a traditional implementation business into a software business. And so that's how we initially started talking was, me as the account executive was working with them as their point of contact at MongoDB and understanding their initiatives, both technically and from a business perspective, and quarterbacking that situation to make sure, okay, here's where you are today. Where do you want to get to? How can I help you guys in that evaluation process? Whether it's getting them talking to executives from our end, talking to some folks from our technical team, and just making sure that they had all of the information necessary to make the right decisions.
Okay, and how would you, as a rep, go about even assisting a customer like this who wants to kind of go from a family-owned business to a software business? How do you begin to even figure that out? What does that process look like, and what role did you play there?
Yeah, so I think it's having a lot of really honest conversations with not just people like Alex and Jerry at the top, but people throughout the organization, the developers, people that own the product management, to understand what their initiatives are, at a lower level, what the initiatives are for the company are at a higher level, and then figuring out how we can work together as partners through that process.
Awesome. And Alex, what has your relationship been like with MongoDB, the product, the people, your relationship with Joe, and what is, and Joe had alluded to this before, the ultimate goal of Longbow in the future? How does that all come into play?
Yeah, absolutely. So my relationship with Mongo started when I started the company. I was chief commercial officer.
Okay.
So responsibility for pricing. I was very interested in what the cost basis was going to be of Mongo. So I wanted to understand a little bit more on the commercial side how Mongo played into it. And then as I got broader into how do we develop on top of it, we migrated to Atlas in December of 2017. We also did in Google's Cloud. So understanding all of the components and how they're put together really helps us figure out what we're going to do going forward.
Okay.
Right? So I wanted to make sure I understood what the commercial aspect was. I think Joe had approached Jerry, 18 months ago or so about a joint marketing opportunity. I followed up on that, and that's led to a whole bunch of things. So MongoDB's really been great in kind of promoting us, partnering with us. We did some joint releases, and we'll do some interviews today. So.
Awesome. And you used to be in sales, from what I understand, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I've sold software. I've run sales organizations and software companies. Yep.
Awesome. So a good relationship here, given that you have the sales background, you kind of understand the process, and working with Joe.
I can either be an easy customer or a hard customer, depending on how you want to play it. But Joe's been great. I mean, I really look for reps that listen, communicate really well, and then at the end of the day, software, you have to be able to trust your sales organization. You have to be able to trust your sales rep. And I think Joe's done that fantastically. I think MongoDB has done that really, really well.
Great
so I think it's been a really good relationship.
Awesome. And what do you see as the future of Longbow? Is there anything you can maybe tell us that you're working on, or you see in the near future, maybe in pipeline, or?
Yeah, what's interesting is, and again, the way we set the organization up, really focus on customer sat. I did a pretty formal customer sat analysis last year and looked at a Net Promoter Score, and it came out at 92. I mean, our customer sat is really through the roof.
Awesome.
Right, so we originally thought that we were going to take a lot of funding from the consulting services side and build out the software platform. We'll still do that, but we found a fantastic momentum on the consulting services side, which we're growing really a lot more rapidly than I thought we would. So we'll grow those in parallel, because one really helps fund the other, and we're in a unique situation where we haven't really taken outside funding, and we're still pretty profitable. We still have really good cash flow, so things are going well. But we want to grow those in tandem, and we have a lot of ideas on the software side.
Awesome.
Some are under the covers for now.
So, Joe, is that maybe your favorite part of working with Alex and Longbow, that they have so many opportunities and they're really forward-thinking, or?
Yeah, it's really cool to be working with an organization that, like I said, is really betting its future on transforming into a software business, and they're early on in that process now, so it's really exciting for me to be sitting there, in the passenger seat with them as we continue to strengthen this partnership. And the conversations we're having today are going to be different and probably more complex 12 months from now. And I'm really excited about watching them grow as both a customer and also a partner of ours.
Awesome. Well, I wish you both the best of luck in this relationship. It seems like everything's going really well, and it's a really exciting time for both of you. I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of World.
Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it.
Thank you.